JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, 2 men shot dead in downtown Kingston. Crime scene detectives were earlier today probing the murder of 2 men on Princess Street in downtown Kingston. The men reportedly shot and killed sometime after 12 noon on Monday. The deceased have been identified by their aliases Grabberman and Kelly. Several businesses in the area were reportedly affected following the shooting. Elderly Clarendon man chopped to death inside his home. An 82-year-old Clarendon man was chopped to death at his home in Top House Hall on Sunday, the police said. The octogenarian has been identified as Eustace Ricketts, a farmer on First Street in Top House Hall. It is reported that sometime after midnight, Ricketts returned home and returned to bed, but was heard wailing for help and shouting "thief" around 3 a.m. Relatives with whom he lived went to his assistance and realized culprits had reportedly gained entry to Ricketts' room and inflicted several chop wounds to his body. The police were summoned, and on arrival, Ricketts' body was seen on the floor with several chop wounds. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Clarendon has seen an 18.2% increase in killings up to October 28, having recorded 91 homicides compared to 77 over the corresponding period last year. Murder suspect gunned down in Clarendon. A man suspected to be involved in several murders in Clarendon was killed Sunday on Church Street in Lioneltown. The deceased is 34-year-old Kevin Mitchell, otherwise called Coogan, a shop owner of Church Street. It's reported that about 7:25 p.m., Mitchell was making an illegal connection to a Jamaica Public Service Company post when he was attacked by men who fired several shots, hitting him in the upper body and head. Mitchell was pronounced dead at hospital. The police say he was a suspect in the murders of 2 women in Alley in 2018 and a man in Lioneltown in 2020. He was also said to be affiliated with a gang operating out of Clarendon. Double tragedy hits St. Jude's Primary amid triple murder in St. Andrew. St. Jude's Primary School has been plunged into mourning following the murder of a 6-year-old student, the parent of another student who attends the institution, and a man on Friday night. According to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, all 3 were shot about 9 p.m. on Friday along Delano Avenue in St. Andrew by armed men. The deceased are Erin Osamon, a 6-year-old first grader, her grandmother Marie Salmon, 42, and Michael Smith, 34. Police reports are that a group of people was standing at a section of the road when a motor car approached them and an occupant of the vehicle opened gunfire, after which the vehicle left the scene. 4 people were wounded and were assisted to the hospital, where 3 died and the other was treated. A motive was not immediately clear for the killing. Over 3,500 traffic tickets issued, 150 arrests made by St. Catherine South Police. The St. Catherine South Police Division saw cops making over 150 arrests for various crimes and issuing more than 3,500 tickets in October. Further, police personnel also executed 3 warrants and seized a gun during the month. Head of the division, Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, said these were achieved through increased operational activities and the hard work of cops. Phillips was speaking on Friday at the Portmore Police Station at the division's IHOPS Awards, or High Operations ceremony held to recognize cops in the division. He said it is important to acknowledge the work of cops who continue to keep the nation's streets safe, noting that the IHOPS Award, which was introduced last month, is meant to boost performance and recognize hard work. This approach is yielding results. We have witnessed the remarkable success of our division's operations, and it's not by chance, but a result of the collective effort of our team. I want everyone to know that we are actively tracking performance and are immensely proud of their achievements. Among those recognized was Woman Constable Ronette Allen from the Old Harbour Police Station, who wrote 549 tickets and made the most arrests. Citing a drop in murders, Phillips said the division is committed to further reducing criminal activities. Furthermore, he disclosed that the division has already formulated its policing plan for 2024. Westmoreland man on multiple charges following robbery and murder. Several charges have been laid against 27-year-old Nivido Scarlett, otherwise called Nick, of York District in Betheltown, Westmoreland, for allegedly fatally shooting a businessman and injuring two other people during a robbery in the parish on October 8. He was charged on Sunday with the murder of 52-year-old Tyan Youngmin, otherwise called Ken, of Deans Valley, Westmoreland. Scarlett was also charged with robbery with aggravation, wounding with intent, and using a firearm to commit a felony. The Whitton police say about 12 p.m., Youngmin was at a store in Deans Valley when armed men entered demanding money. The men opened fire at Youngmin and two other men before making their escape with cash and other items. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, all three men were seen with gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital, where Youngmin was pronounced dead and the others hospitalized. On November 1, a team of police officers and special operations apprehended Scarlett. He is to appear at the Westmoreland Parish Court on November 14. American couple charged after gun and ammo allegedly found under bed. An American couple was charged after police reportedly found a gun and ammunition in their home in K Valley District in Green Island, Hanover, on Friday, November 3. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition are 47-year-old Jeffrey Forbes, a farmer, and 50-year-old Patrice Reed Forbes, a nursing assistant, both American citizens of Handsome Oak Drive in South Carolina and Green Island, Hanover. Reports from the police are that about 12:30 p.m., police who were acting on information searched their home and found the weapon and ammunition underneath a bed in a room. They were later taken into custody and charged on Sunday, November 5, after a question and answer session. Their court date is being finalized. Roads blocked in St. Catherine and Hanover by frustrated citizens. Angered by the long-standing poor road conditions, residents of the Gilbert Lane neighborhood in Holden, St. Catherine, took to the streets on Monday morning, blocking the main road leading to their community as they sought to draw attention to their plight. For years, the road leading into the community has been deteriorating, causing frustration and inconvenience for the residents. They say their complaints and actions are falling on deaf ears, prompting Monday's public display of discontent. Shellyan Barnes, who lives in the community, say residents are being treated like animals. No animal no live in a dumble Holden, and no human being can continue to live in these conditions. We have to carry 2 pairs of shoes when we go out of the community to change. Repairs to the road is long overdue, she said. The Gilbert Lane area is represented by Fitz Jackson, the Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southern. In an interview, Jackson revealed that he had submitted requests for the road to be rehabilitated through the Constituency Development Fund. However, Jackson said the National Works Agency has been slow in advancing the project. All the submissions have expired and now have resubmitted for the project to be executed, Jackson explained. Jackson expressed solidarity with the residents, acknowledging their frustration with the protracted challenges. There is a strong belief that because the constituency does not support the governing party, the people are being victimized. I'm beginning to believe this narrative because I've seen where anything to benefit the people in St. Catherine South, there's always a challenge, he stated. Meanwhile, frustrated residents of several communities in Hanover blocked sections of the road leading from Shuttlewood in the parish to Macfield in Westmoreland over the poor road conditions that they have been forced to traverse daily. From as early as 4 a.m., the protesting residents used downed trees, stones, drums, and other debris to block the roadway as they appealed to the government for better roads and reliable water supply in their communities. Greg Oates, the opposition People's National Party's constituency chairman for Hanover Eastern, supported the position taken by the residents. He said Hanover has long been neglected and deserves the prosperity they were promised.
My name is Craig Oates. I am the chairman for Eastern Hanover PNP, as also the sole aspirant. But we're not here today about politics. Right. We're here today about the bad road conditions that exist between Shuttlewood to Macfield. Hanover is a neglected place, and even now more so. And if you traverse this section of the road, it is disgraceful. This is a highway that connects the south coast, Montego Bay to Sav, as also to St. Elizabeth. But apart from that, local residents use the road, and we are not getting anything at all. And apart from the issue of road, there's also the issue of water. And if you look at your cell phone, there's also the issue of cell phone service. So these residents have been deprived of phone service, water, road. It's as if they are forgotten. They are in an oasis all to themselves. And you can see the level of frustration. The road has been blocked this morning from 4 p.m. From 4. And we have to ensure that the road is properly fixed. Because just a few months ago, millions of dollars were spent to fix a section of the road. But what really happened is that the road was shabbily done. And because it was shabbily done, then in no time it was destroyed. Now, it is the worst that these are hard-working residents. People are not looking handout. All they want is water, road. Now, what I'm saying to the government of Jamaica, and I'm going to refer directly to the Prime Minister, that not even your clocks that you so display on every occasion that you have could not make it on these roads. So if your clocks are not fit for these roads, then our legs are not fit to walk on these roads. You and your government promise us prosperity, and you need to do better than what you're doing. We cannot continue like this, and residents have vowed that they will peacefully protest as long as it takes to get the water and to get the road. They deserve and demand a better standard of living.
Judge allows voir dire in Beachistown trial. Supreme Court Judge Justice Chester Stamp ruled on Monday afternoon to allow the proposal for a voir dire to be conducted aimed at determining the admissibility of phone recordings from a witness in the Everton Beachistown McDonald and Oscar Barnes murder trial in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston. A voir dire is essentially a trial that is held within a trial. Early in the day, Stamper denied the request, stating the trial will continue, there shall be no voir dire, and proceeded to clear the way for a new witness to take the stand at 2 p.m. However, by the afternoon, Stamp said that he reviewed his decision and will allow the voir dire to go on. Courtney Rowe, one of the 4 attorneys representing Beachistown, pushed for the voir dire to determine the integrity of the voice recordings that allegedly contain conversations between Beachistown and Denverlin Bobler Minot, a witness in the case. Rowe raised questions about the chain of custody of the device used to capture and store over 100 phone recordings. Prosecutor Sophia Rowe argued that there was no clear-cut reason why the recordings should not be admissible. The 2 accused in the matter are on trial for the July 20, 2020 murder of Tony McDonald, who was Beachistown's second wife. Tony was brutally stabbed to death on her body, which was eventually found on the Sherwood Forest Main Road in Portland beside her race motor car, was partially burnt. Minot, who provided the police with the recordings, is currently facing a 19.5-year prison sentence for his role in Tony's killing after pleading guilty to the crime and agreeing to give evidence against Beachistown in a deal with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.